Hey guys, Erik David here, publisher of Latitudes and Attitudes magazine, and we are live at the Annapolis Sail Show, my favorite show of the entire year. We get to hang with our closest 50,000 cruising friends while we're here, and it's an absolute blast. Today we're welcoming Raf Sacha with Spear-ited Animal, and Joe over here with Chasing Bubbles.
Ahoy. Ahoy. Like you said, we're excited to be down at the Annapolis Sail Show, meeting so many great subscribers, getting so many brand new subscribers. They're coming around to this almost 28-year-old legendary magazine we have here.
The thing that's on everybody's mind right now, if you were watching the International Cruisers Award Friday night, was Raf, tell us a little bit about what happened Friday night. You guys were nominated and won Best YouTubers Sailing Channel of the Year. Raf, what happened Friday?
Not many people remember that we won the award because there was something that happened shortly after. I woke up that morning with a very spontaneous decision and to propose to Sacha. So I was like, there's a big chance, but if we win this award, actually I put in front of you who sails this. Pulled her aside, like, if we win this award, would it be a good idea to propose to Sacha on stage? She was like, yes. I was like, all right, go find me a ring. She literally left that day. She left that day, which is like at noon. We picked up, gave it to me at the award show, and then I told her dad, say, I didn't tell him.
This all happened within one day.
Yeah.
One day. I didn't know I was going to propose to her the day before.
Hold on, hang on a second. So you sent somebody else to pick out your engagement.
A good friend of ours.
Our best friend.
So you trusted her to do it.
She would have done it anyway, even if you waited 6 months to be able to propose. Because that's who you go to find out what kind of ring does she want.
Yeah, supposedly we talked about it at one point. So she had a couple pictures. But yeah, she had something to go
We're all talking about it.
No, dude, and you had to get the pass and the permission from the dad, so you did that.
Yeah. Both of our moms, they not the best decisions. You tell me and everyone knew. So I literally asked your dad, I was like, John, there's a 30% chance of this. We're doing crazy. And he was like, I've been waiting for this day, like, and gave me a hug, almost cried. And I was like, all right. And we won. And she's sitting next to me the whole time. Just like worrying about like accepting the award. I'm like, everything's good. In my mind, I'm like freaking out. I'm really nervous.
You did a really good job.
Yeah.
Did it well, my friend.
So, and I told her that, and I was like, all right, well, don't tell your mom. And so her mom didn't know. My mom didn't know. Like, my whole family was in the audience too. They both, like, my sister said, they looked at my mom and were like, what you tell her? And my mom was like, why did you tell me? Like, so, they gave us some heat because they was like, if you didn't tell the Jesus in front of me, but it all worked out.
And then she said yes, which is
said yes.
She said yes. At one point, I had to remember if I actually said yes or not. So I made sure it's actually wrong.
Everybody got it on film. All the people who rushed the stage and started filming the moment. They took a knee.
We got every angle.
That was one of the things I was also hoping. With the YouTube and everything, you probably had to propose a day of time. I had to hide cameras and hide the moms in the bushes, and I knew it wasn't even going to work. So I was like, no one sees it coming. Take some of the cameras. We're with all our friends, and it all worked out.
All right, what was the backup? You didn't win YouTube channel.
There wasn't.
You didn't go on stage. What was the backup plan?
There wasn't one. I was going to.
Oh shit!
I'm kidding. The
home runner.
So no, that's also why I didn't tell anyone, because if we didn't win, I didn't want everyone going, what are you gonna do now? Like, working. So it was just like, if this happens, it would be an opportunity.
Well, let's get back to the basics of Spear-ited. We've been following you guys for a long time. You're one of the more popular channels that are out there. YouTube space, cruising space. Tell us a little bit about how you guys got into the cruising lifestyle. What you're doing now?
Well,
Sasha was kind of born into it.
yeah, I've pretty much been sailing my entire life. I grew up sailing. Did some junior racing actually on the cruise, so I sailed little boat racing. My dad has a family 3-foot line on the Christmas breaks. So I've had my foot in the cruise for quite a while. And then my sister and I actually, we came cruising with my sister on our dad's boat. And the trips to the Bahamas, I met him. So, his story's a little bit different. Yes.
Let's back up to Lake Erie real quick.
Oh, yeah,
Lake
yeah.
Erie.
So
Because we're both on Lake Erie.
Oh, really? Okay, so I sailed out. I actually grew up in Dearborn. My dad was for and then and then I during the summertime I would sail with Cape Yacht Club at Toledo. By Toledo Beach Marina, you can still with that area. And we sailed all over Lake Erie doing regattas on the weekends. And yeah, that was just my summer time. I swam competitively as well. So sailing was kind of just a fun thing, between practices. But yeah, very waterly. Yeah.
You're in Toledo Beach for 9 years. You're at 27 over there, 37 over there. Did you race with Anna?
No, so actually, one story. My sister and I, we started sailing on the Flying Juniors FJs. So the last year that they had the FJ in the racing category, my sister and I won the overall championship trophy that Anna and her brother had been flying 8 or so years before us.
And Anna is the Olympian sailor from North Cape that has won many gold,
She
silver.
was the first American woman in 30 years to win gold, I believe, in Beijing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was a huge honor to accept the award with her name on it. And then also, North Cape Yacht Club is a forever holder of that award since the last year.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That is So Raf, what'd you do to get this addiction?
Well, it started off with an addiction to fish, chasing tail. So,
Finally got one.
yeah, man, I was just hooked on fishing from the early age, and then it turned into spear fishing. And then I was in the Bahamas one time and saw these cats sit by, and of course, like, heavy governments out here. I was like, the light bulb went off, and I was like, oh my God, move it. And I was like, I'm just sailing around spear fishing. I was like, yeah, I'm good. I got the idea. It's like, I'll took me 2 years to say but I was from Central Florida, no sailing experience at all. Like, we grew up bass fishing, catching bear, nothing about sailing. And me and my buddy looked at the first sailboat we ever stepped on. 20 minutes later, we put an offer. And bought it, yeah.
Nice.
And then we literally found a way to close the deal, and he was recruited for a rookie. We got denied by every year except one. Yeah, we put minimum down payment, got the boat, motored off like a mile offshore, and just was looking at ropes and like pulling them. Figure out what to do. Now it's snowballed into all this, man. We're on our second sailboat now, and we learned all our lessons the hard way, and it's been insane.
Was there a big barrier to entry to get into the cruising lifestyle? Because you guys are Liverpool cruisers. This is not a day sailing thing. This is not a racing thing. This is the whole deal. What were the barriers to get you to a point where you get Liverpool as well?
No, I always looked at the back. Too difficult.
The hurdles of just living on a boat, like, mechanically, was
Yeah, you're going from fishing to Liverpool sailing.
Yeah, so-
going from sailing on the time to making it sit from Liverpool. I mean, how did that happen?
Well, if we're talking about the hurdles with sailing, like, I'm about 15 17 the biggest, when I had experience, I used to get confident, so I don't rewire it. the biggest learning curve for me was just all the electrical systems. You got the sun bringing you power, you got the solar, the solar bringing you power, the alternator bringing you power, 12 volts turning it into 110 or 220, whatever. I mean, so learning all that was like the craziest thing. But sailing was easy. Living aboard was easy. Both of us were used to that. We loved the water. So there wasn't much transition. I was just excited to be out there.
Just me was
When Justin was learning hour-wise. Because the first year we both had like one was in battery and the alarm would go off every night.
I couldn't even charge my phone after the sun knew that. So
And
yeah.
in fact, I think the only reason why she stuck in on it is because I used ours to supply. Her and her sister would literally live off the 10 gallons of fresh water a week.
If we had 200 dogs too. So
Yeah.
Tell me about Spirit Animal Medicine. What is she?
is 50-foot Veneto cyclist. She was actually found out after we bought it. Now, there's a lot of things we came across that makes a lot of sense that she
She
sank
Oh, acid.
that was not disclosed during purchase. So that's why we got very deep into our electric system. We have very strong reduce it. We also gutted the inside of the boat. So yeah, but she's a 50-foot cyclist. Recap layout.
It's been customized. I don't even know if you can call it Veneto. It's a
Spirit.
We've picked out walls, we got the parts out. It's got a two-station.
There we go. It's got a really bitchin' paint job too.
It's funny, man. That paint job, like, our boat sticks out like a sore thumb. Even when we pass a cruise ship, we get all these texts like, "So you're
And you guys are not subtle.
Not at all.
No,
No,
it started off. It was definitely a marketing stunt in the beginning. We were like, I want to be the loudest boat out there because sailboats are white and they all look the same. We were like, you know what? There's a ton of YouTube channels. We got to stand out to a point where we feel loud.
Love it.
I'm showing the design on the maps.
Sales.
Yeah.
So, well, the optical design of our Spirit animal, the logo, the package just we let the package fly when you sit down. Yeah. So Ross actually
Release the
designed that
package.
as well. Yeah.
You know, we heard the stage and that out loud, and it just all came to me. One day. And,
Usually involves a lot of rum sometimes.
yeah, like,
Yeah, most of my marketing ideas come from my movies. It's a different story.
I remember it. We were sitting there in Naples on for this logo, not the sales. It was the original logo. I was like, man, like we didn't want. We're coming up with all these low tones and names and Minati, anything that was like play both ways. Like our original name. It was well, I won't say that. We had,
You can say it, Dr.
I have a Coast Guard document. I gotta show you this off the camera.
Yes, you
I can't
guys-
let her parents see it. But yeah, we almost like I don't know. I think the first album was called it Snail Trail, so we actually started Snail Trail at OAC, and I don't know. My mom hated me. Yeah, my mom hated me for it, and it's like, you know, you're not gonna name that or this other name, which I'll take back. And so then we, you know, that's when we lit the stage. You know, like, dude, all right, I want something that no one else has. Something I knew we wanted to do some sort of merch on, but we didn't want to like copy and have product references. So I remember saying out loud, I was like, man, I'm saying like, you know, like Spear-ited, like Spear-ited. And then I was like, Spear, it's animal. And then like we like freaked out, and that was it. And then I drew all this and
And the heavens opened up and the skies came out, and everything was like, wow,
this is nice.
violins and cherubs and everything.
But the never stop chasing tail. Reminded me about this.
Ah,
But then he got to know, or she got to know. Yes.
you know, so Raf, we have this magazine called Spear-ited. You may have heard of it. But
We've been in the background for time.
you know, and I met your mom the other day because apparently she was featured somehow in a recent article. So one of the reasons our good friend Joe Russ is here right now is the latest issue of the magazine was an amazing story written by Brian from YCA
Yes.
about chasing bubbles, the flotilla regatta you guys did, and you guys had a lot to do with that. But if you're not familiar with the Chasing Bubbles documentary, you need to get off your ass and off the couch.
I second that. It's amazing.
100%. And we were so excited to get that article from Brian, and because I've seen the documentary and have a chance to connect with Joe here at the show and talk about it. But let's talk more about your mom in the magazine.
Yeah, that's the reality.
That's the regatta.
So we opened up the magazine. I knew you were on the cover. In the back, if you get your bifocals down, the magnifying glass, that's us right there. But yeah, we opened the magazine yesterday morning, and my mom's zipping through it, and they're claiming to film this one picture. Both my parents are bending over, mooning the other, and we all just busted out laughing.
You must be so proud of your parents, really.
I don't know if you've seen my mom still is our number one. She's like a star in our number one most viewed episode. Oh, good. Which is titled "It's on his."
I'm kidding. I'm detecting a theme with your mom.
So she's the one who used to be put in the winter seat, and she handles it well. So this, it's the episode is really fun. It's not.
It's funny.
It's not disrespectful.
Thanks.
It's not.
Joe, tell us about Chasing Bubbles.
Chasing Bubbles. Well, the documentary is a story about the self-proclaimed worst sailors in the show. Alex called himself that. Alex was just a small town farm kid, and at a young age had these dreams of exploring the world. Like a lot of us as kids. Alex was one who kind of took that on. So he was on cottage trade. He was making great money. He bought himself a thousandaire. Thousands and thousands of dollars. And, he's like, all right, like, so what? Yeah. He's like, there's more to life than so. Finally, one day he quit his job and chased their child. So he did on a boat named Bubbles. That's the documentary. It's really his chase. Yeah, it's a great tale. If you haven't seen it.
Insane. I watched it. Yeah,
No, so actually, we met Joe last year.
Yeah.
You want to tell us the story?
You can say it.
Okay. So we were at the boat show, and Josie got his boy shirt. And so, of course, brought back the boat. One of Ralph's favorite shirts. So funny. Perfect. And every time he wears it, I'm like, who is this guy?
It's like, who the hell is this dude on my shirt?
And I watched the documentary like years ago, so I knew a bit. I was told Rock and Sacha watched it, so you have to watch it. Finally, he's like, I don't know who this is, like telling somebody, I'm like, okay, watch
No,
this.
someone came up to the boat and was like, oh God, that's Chasing Bubbles.
Recognized.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, you see this guy is on my shirt? And I was like,
we're
Sasha
watching.
just told me to watch it 10 times now. So eventually, I watched it.
Yeah, I sat him down that night. I was watching this video, and after that, he told every single person about the
Biggest
documentary.
fan.
Yeah.
Biggest fan. And then guess what? 7 days, it was either maybe less than 2 weeks later, I get a random message saying, hey, this is you want to host the next Chasing Bubbles regatta?
Yeah, and that's how
You
that's
hit
how
me
we
up. I'm
connected.
like,
It
oh
was
my
great time.
God. I was like, Joe, Alex's brother just messaged me out of the blue. I just watched the documentary. A week later, Joe messaged me out of the blue. And it's like, you want to host the regatta? And we're like, oh yeah.
Glad I got you that shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where can I see the video?
It's on YouTube. Yeah, just Google Chasing Bubbles. You can find it. It's also Chasing Bubbles. You can find it there too.
Is there a charitable organization that this is connected to?
Yeah, the Chasing Bubbles Foundation. Yeah.
Tell us about it.
Yeah, so that was born a few years later. So, after the documentary, it's got 6 hearings. 5th hearing, so much they love the story. You know, people like, what's next? I know, like, the story is getting us inspired. So, some friends and family got together and started chasing things. To not only help promote Alex's story, but to give something young people to do, but also empower kids and all these to chase their dreams. Watch the documentary, you see that Alex, his like number one goal was to meet so he had tons of ex-girlfriends, girlfriends, making new friends. Also, he brought in friends from college, family members, high school, South Pacific Church. And beyond that, he also loved the good local islanders. Kids who never even stepped on, especially show them why. It's like, they're always so interesting. So we're trying to continue that on today. So it's available to do a big refit. So we're still taking some fit off. We have it in school. So if you like the story and you're eager to chase your sailing dreams, you can do that on Buffalo in St. Thomas. Or if you're a great sailor, you just want to spend cruise from the Virgin Islands, you get charter. And then with Bubbles, what's that? Yeah, exactly. She sails really well. And,
What is she?
She's a grass passer. Yeah, it's unique. Yeah, it's that double canoe in 39-foot cutter rig sloop. And yeah, it is open water. We talked about for a while, like, can we bring her back to like Indiana?
You know, at this magazine that we do, and we talk about this all the time, and we're entering our third year of taking over this magazine. It's almost 28 years old now. It has existed to inspire people to cruise. And people that have been cruising, it inspires them to go further. Yeah. When they have, push the boundaries of the personal. And so our content comes in from real cruisers. We get content in from influencers as well. We have a great partnership with Young Cruise Association, which is a fantastic partnership. But stuff that you guys are doing, it fits so well because I don't need to get into what the world is like, but the world needs changing, and we really believe that cruisers can change. We really do. You know what I mean? And God love you. That's amazing.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah. And I think Alex felt that, he didn't grow up sailing, but he knew that sailing was the perfect tool to get out and explore the world and share that with people too. It's such a great community, like what YCA is doing. Alex is so behind the work. We just get more people. Yeah. We share these tips.
Sasha, something I want to ask you about. You notice this, I'm of a different generation, probably more different generation. Within my parents and my parents' parents, we've had this mindset, 9 to 5, get the mortgage, have the kid, private school, college, retire to Florida, and then maybe enjoy something out of our lives. And the generation that we're having now, this generation, is more about experiences. I want to experience what it's like to do this, that, and the other, rather than ownership. It's the new rules. Tell us a little bit about the new rules, because I think that what you guys are doing for this lifestyle fit well in the new rules rather than traditional handicap.
I think a big part of this today's age, we have social media. So it really opens up a lot of certain pathways to make money, and you don't have to get one place to do it. Especially now with Starlink on boats, like you can have like a 9 to 5, but you can do it from another area as well. So like for us, I've never been one to stick to societal norms, and I think like all my friends growing up here, and so I don't even want to say no to make money from YouTube or social media or anything. So I saved up some money as a charter captain and bring on boats before that to go sailing with my sister. She had saved up the same way. And we actually created YouTube because share our family what we do. So we had no intention of making it a business and had no idea we were making money to like survive. And eventually it took off and we made enough money that the 6-month limit we had, and it just made us realize that we don't have to go back Like, you can make money traveling and bouncing around. And even if I had to fall back into the captain, like that's the other thing that I can do this anyway. But I think, having this stability, I've never been comfortable with stability necessarily. I like to be uncomfortable for some limits, So that's another thing. And, Ralph is the same way, so it kind of worked out. We're bouncing around a bit. But I think so too. Starting out.
What's next? It's a crazy place, man. Like every cruiser ship shares the same outlook on life. It's like life is short, and
you can't take your money with you.
It's so easy to mesh with everyone. It's all the same outlook. Remember that.
So what's next? Where are you guys going? What are you guys doing?
Bahamas. You got to pay off his boat on your pirate treasure, and then you're going to sit in the
Now, wait a minute. What you just said makes me think you're going to dive for the pirates. Pay off the boat.
I don't know where it is, but that's what we're doing.
You're going to go.
That's always all these things. I don't know. I can't remember if it was an article I read or a book or maybe just a fantasy from being young and watching Captain Hook. I don't know, but
Blackbeard
I know
Gold is
there's
still
like
out there.
Blackbeard's Gold is there,
It's
dude,
still out there,
and there's
baby.
hundreds of treasure wrecks that haven't been found out.
So tell us the channel so that we can have our new
Spear-ited,
Like spearfishing.
not spirit, spirit.
Spear-ited animal.
And what's the channel that we can find out more information about Jesus?
The best place is chasingbubbles.org or sail bubbles.
Do we think? I mean, you're going to hear it here first. I think we may eventually see some little spirit animals on Chasing Bubble.
Hey,
What?
Whoa, we just got engaged.
thanks, David.
Many people want
Their parents wanted us to ask that. Thanks for joining us today. We greatly appreciate it. We're live here with the Annapolis Sail Show. We've been having a wonderful time. Chef Rob, always a pleasure. My friend Joe, keep up what you're doing.
Thank
man.
you.
Thank you guys so much. We look forward to seeing you all out in the water for Breachy's podcast and Latitudes and Altitudes magazine. Be well, my friends.
We love you guys. Cheers.
Cheers.